Their hosts, we're back with another episode here at the Hosting Journey where we talk all about Airbnb and short-term rentals. And I am your host, Evelyn Badia. And in today's episode, I'm going to discuss building your team for your short-term rental. Yes, look, you might be a person, a brand new host, or an old-timer where it's all about you. You do it all, or you think you do it all. But without a team, without a very good team, you cannot grow your business and you cannot be successful. Even if you have just one listing. And believe me, I know. So listen up to today's episode where I discuss the team before you even start, and then your running team that's going to run your business, from where to find them, the questions to ask, setting them up for success, and also how to replace them. So let's listen to building a successful team for your short-term rental. Dear hosts, I know that you're thinking that building a team, why do you need that? All you need is a cleaner, but you don't. You need a lot more people. So let's start when you're about to buy a property or even renting a property, because you want to make sure that you have a lawyer. Yes, a lawyer that represents you, not a lawyer that represents the other entity and then you're like, oh yeah, no, we could save money and just use one person. No, you want your own lawyer that has your best interest. Whether they're reading a contract because you're renting a place to do short-term rental, and you want to make sure that in that contract, it says that you're protected, that yes, you could do short-term rentals, that yes, you can sublease. And look, you might want to just for the first two deals, and then after that, you might want to use the same kind of contract, but you want to make sure that you, for the first deals, you are protected. And you want also that lawyer or a lawyer to represent you when you're buying property. You don't want to use that other person's lawyer or just a title company. No, you want your own lawyer that goes through the contracts, that makes sure that you're protected, that makes sure that the people that are selling the property are the owners of the properties. Oh yes, that just happened to someone I know. So a lawyer is key. And some of the questions that you might ask your lawyer are, how much are you charging? Is it a flat fee? What about, are there any additional costs that I should know about? What can I expect? How do you communicate? Are you charging me for every time we talk on the phone or every time I ask you a question? So this is some of the questions that you might ask your lawyer before you incur. And also, do they jive with you personally? Because I talked to about 3 lawyers before I hire one. And for me, a lot has to do with personality. And I love my brand new lawyer. I love him. He's amazing. And he's super protective of my business. Because that's what you want to feel with your lawyer and with anybody on your team, is that they're protecting your business and that they have your best interest in mind. Now, you also need a realtor. A realtor that knows what is it that you want to do. What kind of properties that you want to buy, that they're looking for properties that you could do short-term rentals, whether it's a condo or a one family or a duplex. Can you do short-term rentals in that community? So you do that. You hire someone, you talk to them, and it has to be your realtor, not the realtor representing the property that you might want to buy. You want someone on your team, because that person can also go to recommend you people like the inspections, because you want to inspect your properties, all of them, all the type of inspections. If he has a swimming pool, you want to have that swimming pool inspected. If he has a septic system, you want that septic system inspected. And that inspection person is also going to be talking to you, and you're going to talk to them about the report, about what they found out. Is it a good investment to buy this property? Because believe me, through this time, I spent a lot of money on inspections, and then I said, no, I don't want that deal. I walked away because the fixes, the repairs were not worth it. All right? And then you also want an insurance company that is going to protect you, that knows that what you're doing is a short-term rental, that you could do them. Talk to a few of them, not just one. All right? Because you are going to get different quotes, but make sure that the quotes are even, that what they're covering is about the same. so that they're covering you for liabilities, that they're covering you for loss of income, things like that. So you want to make sure that you are comparing the quotes the same. And now another team member that you need, and you might need them from the beginning, is a bookkeeper. And because you want to have all your finances straight from the beginning. And you want them to run it with you. You want to, what is it that you're doing so that you make sure that when tax season comes, your paperwork goes through your accountant perfectly and there are no mistakes. Okay? Even if it's just a person, you want them to just set up your categories, or if you have questions, you could call them. They don't have to do all the entries, because I do my own entries and I do my own reconciliations, but I have a bookkeeper that me and her talk and we chat, and she makes sure that everything is fine, especially when you have multiple properties. So now that you have your property, right? You bought it or you rented it, and now you're going to have to do some work, and you're going to need a handy person or construction team. And you want to make sure that this person is reliable. Are they going to show up on time? You want to make sure the kind of work that they do. And now, how do you find them? By references. You are going to ask people. You might ask in Facebook groups. You also want to talk to the people that they say, oh, I did this kind of work. Talk to them. Find out. Did they? How did they do the work? What kind of work did they do? And not only what kind of work did they do, they show up on time? Did they go over budget? All of that. Okay? Because sometimes you might get stranded. They might start the job and they might not finish. So that's your construction crew, your handy person. Because you might also have just one handy person that knows your home. You want them to know all the skeletons, that, oh, yes, this is what you have to do here and this is what you have to do there. And they know your house. You don't want 20 people coming in and out that they might not know how the house gets fixed. All right? And with that, you need the electrician, the plumber, a repair person for appliances, and things like that, because not one person is going to do all the work. Okay? Also, you need to hire a property management company, or, also the cleaning crew. And you want to interview them beforehand. You want to find out. Look, one of the things I found out in Georgia was the property management company, one of them, wanted to charge 35%. And also the reviews were not going to stay with me, with my listing. They have it. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that kind of remote host. I'm very involved. Some might say I'm a little micromanager, but that's okay. So what I've done is, instead of hiring a property manager, because I'm the one that's going to communicate with the guests, not them. I'm the one that's going to do the paperwork with the HOA, not them. And I'm the one that's going to do the paperwork with the taxes, with all the legalities, not them. So because of that, instead of hiring a property management company, I'm hiring a different kind of team. I have the cleaning person, and I want a person that does QC, that they go and check the property, is quality control, and they check the property after the cleaner to make sure that everything is up to par. Because sometimes the cleaners might forget something. So you have that extra person that does that. All right? Now, so you interview your cleaner. What kind of properties have they done before? You see if they have done them. You see the cleaning stars. Now, you might incentivize them by saying, look, this is my fee, but if we get comments, positive comments on cleaning for 5 times, I'll give you a bonus. And you do. And you do give them the bonus. Okay? And because everybody likes to be proud of their work. So, and cleaning is essential. Your cleaning crew could make or break your business. Now, how do you make sure that your team is successful? Because, yes, you might have a team, but are you a good boss, and are you providing the tools for them? For example, if there's any bugs or anything, go and get a pest control person that does that. If they are missing some supplies, or if they want specific products, make sure they have them. Also, you might need to provide a checklist for your quality control person so that they know, like, oh, I need to check this and this and this and that, and not just leave it up to them. With my construction person, I have given him a credit card for him to be able to shop. Yes, I have control. Yes, I look at the receipts. Yes, I am on top of it because I don't want them just buying anything and everything. And he has a budget. So you protect yourself, but you also provide the tools for them, the team, to do their job. And now, what happens when you have to let go of a team member who was great and they're not fantastic anymore? Make sure you have a replacement in place. Make sure you already talk to, if you're replacing your cleaning person, that you have some cleaning people lined up because you don't want to be caught. The person might leave and you might have cleaning to do in the next 2-3 weeks. And you talk to them. You might need to give them another chance or not. It's up to you. And it depends on what is it that they have done or not done in some cases. And I had to let go of cleaners because she wasn't doing a great job, but I had someone else that it could step up. Someone that I trusted, that I knew their work. And make sure you train the person, especially cleaners and QC people, even handy person. My guy in Georgia, he knows that I like pictures because I'm not there to see the work. So send me photos, send me videos. And I might have another person just look at the work. Do double check. Because what they might think is good, it might not be good for you. So you need to make sure that you protect your business, that you protect that business that you have creating, that your home is there, all right? So you could just do the business differently for each person. It doesn't have to be, oh, this is the only way. So let me know in the comments below, what team member is it that you're having a hard time finding? Or is there somebody that I'm missing? And if you like this video, press like, subscribe, and get notified for the next video of the hosting journey.